And it's been great having these regular shows with you. It's real joy. And also, Stephen, just to get the feedback from people, how much people are benefiting from your show, the
Good.
wisdom, the healing. And I think that's a beautiful gift that we're doing.
Great. Well, I'm so enjoying it because for a while I've been trying to figure out how can I get my skill set and apply it to the world and the world's needs. And actually, I'm good at this
Yeah.
and I like it. I
Yeah.
like it as a medium.
Yeah. No, no.
It's brilliant for me.
It
It's
is really
brilliant.
good. And we had a meeting with the people at Kind of Sound, and they're loving it as well. So Stephen, let's get into today's topic,
Okay.
which is sacred drumming. Now, I was looking at a book yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's actually called Sacred Drumming by
Is it?
would you believe it, by Stephen Ash. So this is
Wow.
the thing, I often introduce this, and when I talk about you, I say, oh, the medicine man Stephen Ash. I said he literally wrote the book on sacred drumming. I mean,
Yeah.
Stephen, maybe we can just start there. Just, just tell the Kind of Sounders who don't know a little bit about your book, Sacred Drumming.
Okay. Firstly, Giles, I am not a drummer.
No.
Okay. I am not a drummer. I'm a songwriter. I write beautiful songs, medicine songs. I'm good on the flute. I'm very good on the guitar now. I'm getting better and better on the guitar. Drummer, no way. Okay? Seriously, no way am I a drummer. I'm good with my right hand, but my left hand just doesn't know what it's meant to be doing. Okay? So I've had to teach myself. But you know, it was quite incredible how it all just happened. It happened because Renata wanted to buy me a sacred pipe. She wanted to buy me a stone for a sacred pipe, but the stone didn't turn up for Christmas. She wanted to buy it for a Christmas present. I mean, well, anyway. Instead, she bought me a drum.
Mm.
And it's a beautiful drum. It's this drum right there. There. It's on the front of the book. Lovely to have a drum, but if you're not a drummer, what are you going to do with it? And then we started doing evening drumming sessions. And we suddenly found that actually drum has its own way of teaching you. If you use drum with people, it's as if when you start drumming and you say, hey, I really don't know what in the heck I'm doing, it's as if something comes through and teaches you. So that's what we were doing. Once a week, we set up a drum circle, invited people. One of the people happened to be a book publisher,
Right.
and she went back to her, or an editor,
Mm.
Jane Alexander, her name was,
Yeah.
lovely woman,
Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jane said, would I write a book on drumming
Yeah.
for Godsfield Press?
Yeah.
Well, I said, well, I'll have a go. So anyway, all I did was I sat down in the morning, I had my meditation, then I lifted my drum up and I started drumming. And the more I drummed, the more I got into the vibe. And I had a list of subjects that Jane and myself had decided upon. And then I'd put the drum down and sit down and type.
Yeah.
And that's how the book was made.
Wow.
And since then, and I would say right up to this point in time, I'm learning how to drum.
Wow.
It's not that I've learned how to drum and I know what I'm doing. I'm not.
Wow.
I drum every day,
Yeah.
and now I'm discovering some heart opening and eye opening experiences because the drum is teaching me. I'm not trying to say, oh, I know what I'm talking about, because I don't.
Wow. Stephen, they say that in Indian music, um, the greatest display of excellence is humility. And I'd just like to tell the kind of sounders that you're looking at it here in Stephen Ash, because look, I mean, you run the School of Sacred Drumming. You literally wrote the book on sacred drumming. I mean, you are, you know, you're not Ringo Starr playing the drum kit, but in terms of the medicine that you can transmit through the drum, or rather, that medicine that can come through you
Yeah.
is astonishing. And I've witnessed this. I'm kind of sounders. I'm blessed to have witnessed this many, many times over many, many years with you, Stephen. If it's us sat round the fire, if it's us out in nature, if it's you showing me how to make my own drum, in sacred ceremony, it's just an amazing gift that you've given the world. So we're now in a place, Stephen, where you've actually got an incredible, with dear Renata, your wonderful wife, the School of Sacred Drumming. You can find that kind of sound at schoolofsacreddrumming.com, and the links are below in this episode. And Stephen, just tell us a little bit about how it's been for you when the wisdom was coming through and the healing was coming through, then sharing that with others, be it guiding them to make a drum, or in your amazing workshops and seminars and courses that you run.
Well, I think the astounding thing is the amount a human being can open up more and more and more. And, I know it's said that we human beings are unlimited, but it's only when you stretch unlimited do you realize how unlimited we are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I've learned with sacred drumming and the School of Sacred Drumming and the whole shebang.
Yeah.
As I said in one of the last meetings we had, I'm more of an acupuncturist. I'm a healer. I'm a medicine person with needles and with stones and with herbs and all that. And drum has come in by a back door, you might say.
Okay.
But let's say like this last weekend, I was in Germany doing a drum. It was on medicine songs. Okay, so we were doing a weekend on medicine songs and seed sounds and frequencies of sounds and everything. And one song showed itself to be the medicine song of what we're doing. And it was a song that came through when I was smudging a woman called Jean. And Jean is a really dear friend of mine.
Yeah.
And Jean was standing in front of me, and she looked like she had had a rough time as a human being. And I was standing there smudging her, and I felt this compassion for her. So I took a bit of smudge, as I'm taking a bit of smudge now.
Yeah.
Right? And I went in front of her and I started smudging her.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm smudging you and me.
Yep.
And I suddenly found this beautiful little tune and these words, and the words were, I honor you just the way you are. I honor you just the way you are. I honor me just the way I am. I honor me. Well, now, during the weekend, Giles, we were sort of going through many songs, many medicine songs, and working with the sounds of the songs and how they worked in the human energy field and how they benefited humans. But I tell you what, that was the one that hit the nail on the head every time. And why is that? It's only a few words. I honor you, 3 words. I honor you. But the music and the words fit like a hand in a glove, like perfect. I honor me, I honour me just the way Stephen Ash is.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, he's a bit of a crazy sod, but he is who he is, and he is who he is.
Yeah, man.
Now, you see, I think we have to come down to leaving space.
Yeah.
Now, let's have this is one of my latest understandings, okay? As I breathe out, as I breathe in, as I breathe out, as I breathe in. As I breathe out, it's called marking the breath.
And it's sacred drumming, isn't it?
That's sacred drumming.
It's sacred drumming because you've got that beat in there, connecting to your breath, connecting to your heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Profoundly healing, isn't it? I mean, the drum has been used for, well, I mean, we don't know how old it goes back, but it's certainly into prehistory when
Yeah.
a skin was carved over a hoop or a bit of wood and hit with a hand or with a beater, just like you've made so many drums. The old folk were making drums. And when you rest that drum, if you have that single-sided drum, that medicine drum, and you rest it, and if it touches your chest, you know, and then you hit it, and that sound moves through the blood, doesn't it, and into the body, that frequency, that healing of the frequency, it's so beautiful, isn't it? It's so, I mean, it touches everyone.
Absolutely. And it's up to us to, you know, try and understand for ourselves what drum is.
Yeah,
You know, when you look at it, these are the drums we use. They're two-sided. Well, you know, it's the nearest thing to Mother Earth,
right.
isn't it? Okay? Because it's completely enclosed, and all that's in the center there is nothing,
Yeah,
no thing,
yeah,
which is quantum physics.
yeah,
It's where the energy is. The energy is where there's most space.
yeah, right.
In that vacuum where there's nothing there, that's where there's most energy. And that's what you got in drum.
Yeah,
So when you connect to your heartbeat and you connect to your breath and you connect to your craniosacral rhythm, and then you take that into nature and those trees behind you, those beautiful big beech trees, you connect to the beech trees.
yeah,
And what about connecting to the squirrels in the
yeah,
beech trees?
yeah,
So you've got this mobile phone. It's a mobile phone. You can hear
right.
it as I speak to you on it. You can hear the potential of the mobile phone. You know, it's an extraordinary instrument, and that's what I've learned as a non-drummer.
Yeah,
I've become better as a drummer, but not fantastic. I mean, as
you
you know.
you're right, Stephen. It's that what you're saying there, the mobile phone, the ability to communicate, and that communication could be with the earth. It could be those frequencies, those heart frequencies connecting into the heart resonant energy of the earth, the energy centers and the energy lines and channels, but also connecting with other people, sending that frequency out. And I think that is again where we need to, you know, you're a humble man, but you're a great man. You're one of the greatest people on earth. And your
Thank you.
ability, no, I mean, you know, I've been around and that's my honest opinion, but your ability to transmit that through the drum. Look, I kind of sound as it's great to have him on the screen, isn't it? But if you get the chance, whilst the medicine man's still walking the earth, and I hope you walk in the earth for many more years, but whilst you can, if you can get to see this man in person, if you can get to make a drum with Stephen or go to one of his workshops or seminars, schoolofsacreddrumming.com, find out where he is. Because I mean that's the blessing. It's great. I love this technology, Stephen. We can connect. you're in another country. We can send this message out. It will keep, we can send it out. But it's that communication, isn't it? It's that we can communicate with each other with the drum.
Yeah. Can I go a bit further on that?
Go further, baby.
I'm going to give you a job to do
Yeah, okay.
with your drum.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah.
Find the north of your drum, Giles.
Right.
Okay? And paint a dot on it.
Okay.
And then find the east of your drum
Ooh,
and paint 2 dots on it.
right.
Find the south of your drum and paint 3 dots on it.
Yeah.
And then on the west of the drum, paint 4 dots.
Okay.
Okay. Now from you, where am I? Am I north, east, south, or west?
You are east of me.
You're south, yes. So you're northwest of me.
Yep, yep.
Okay. So here is northwest. There is one. That's north,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so within my breath, I've got north, and within my breath, I've got west.
Right.
So as I drum, so my consciousness now can travel not just over the screen,
Yeah, yeah,
through my intention, my concentration,
yeah,
my love,
yeah,
my respect,
yeah.
my care. It can all go to you, and you can do whatever you like with it.
Right.
You can give it to Elia.
Yeah,
You can spread it to other people. You could do what you like with it.
yeah.
It's not my business.
Right.
But I was listening on YouTube because I like YouTube, okay,
Yep.
and I like WhatsApp. So if people want to contact me, do it through WhatsApp
Okay.
or YouTube. I like it. I like the technology.
Yep.
I was watching uh, a rock group, yeah, heavy rock, and there was Eric Clapton doing his thing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and behind there was the drummer. The drummer was
Mm,
going, you know,
yeah.
and he was doing a great job, obviously, because they wouldn't have him in the group if he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Sure, sure.
God knows what his name was, but there was hair flying everywhere. Anyway, the point is, he filled up all the space with sound. Hey, when you go like this, it's for the inner music. And it's that inner music that is traveling. It's not the beat. The beat is just the mark.
Yep. Yep.
It's what we do with everything else that matters.
Yep.
It's no use me marking the breath and then thinking about the washing up.
Yep. Yep. Right. That's a massive insight right there, kind of sounders. So
It's
the beat is marking it, but it's what we do in the space. It's our consciousness in the space.
absolutely.
Right. That's amazing. That's so profound. Stephen, we've got a gig on the weekend in London, and it's
Oh, lovely.
a new band I'm putting together called the Vegan All Sorts.
I saw it.
Right, the Vegan All Sorts. And I was just earlier on today chatting to Tim, who runs the Veg Fest shows, and he's joining us for the band. He's a great guitarist. He just needs to believe in himself more. And great top guy. So he said, "Oh, I don't know how many people are going to." I said, "Tim, if we're enjoying it, if we are vibing, then we are doing our bit, and that is all we can do."
That's it.
and we can send that out. You know, if
Yes.
we are feeling, and I think that's one of the things sometimes, you know, when you're playing with others, if it's drumming or if it's singing or whatever, but when you've got that good vibe between you, then you can really I don't know if it amplifies it, or I mean drum circles, like people drumming together, it's like it's so primal, isn't it? It's so ancient.
You know, there's something I want to catch on there. As you say, so ancient. It's so ancestral.
Yeah,
You know, we forget that we are the ancestors in the making.
yeah,
Like you have Elia and you have your children that you care for, and you're an ancestor in the making, like I am. Now is what my grandfathers and my great grandfathers had in the past.
yeah,
They breathed like I breathed, they lived like I lived. And there are many, many, many of them going back. The thing is, they are very available in the moment. When you're doing your music on Saturday,
yeah,
the ancestors have the opportunity to come through the singers and the
yeah,
artists.
yeah,
And this is what I noticed this last weekend. Because there was a woman there who I really respect at this workshop, and she was talking about Jamie Sams. She's doing all the work that she's doing on the 13 grandmothers of Jamie Sams. It's a message that has come from the Algonquin, the Great Lakes Indians. Now, in the past, the Great Lakes Indians dealt with the old women as if they were the real leaders of the tribe. They could impeach the chiefs. They could decide where the tribe was behaving. It was the old women, and they're the old grandmothers. Now she's doing that work that Jamie Sams has brought through. Coincidentally, Jamie Sams's best friend was Ed McGaw Eagleman. And Ed McGaw Eagleman gave me the gift of being a pipe carrier and gave me my name of Tatanka Wanage Wichasta. They happened to be good friends. And they were both students and related to grandfather Nick Black Elk.
yes, yes,
Right? So you've got the heritage, you've got this lineage going through between us because we wish for it, because we respect and honor it. We have a lineage of teachings coming through.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We are unlimited, Giles.
yeah. That's very powerful. And of course, Blackout wrote the forward, didn't he, to the Sacred Drumming?
Yeah,
So
Wallace
that,
did. Wallace
yeah,
Black Elk.
Wallace Black Elk, yeah. So that's the incredible, like you say, Stephen. It's this. It is unlimited, and sometimes it's so profound that words fail me.
Yes. And you know, we think we're stuck in these human bodies, but these human bodies are portals of energy. That's what they are.
Yeah,
And if I regard myself as a man that's unlimited, then I can have more fun as I get older rather than less fun.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
No,
want to
no,
have more fun.
absolutely, and that's exciting, isn't it? I mean, just the concept of that, just to have more fun. I mean,
Yeah,
imagine that. I mean, imagine that. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go with
I
more
wish
fun?
I was in London on Saturday.
Well, yeah, we're playing Sunday, but we're there both days. Look, Kind of Sounders, I've got another website for you. It is Stephen, that's Steven Ash 2.bandcamp.com, or just go to Bandcamp and search up the Medicine Man Stephen Ash, because you have got an amazing collection of music. You've got the Sacred Drumming book, the audio, you've got the Sacred Drumming Trance Journey. Of course, you've got the Medicine Path album that Stephen and I created together with some amazing songs on it and some amazing drum, not just from yourself, but from brother Hanis as well, and some of your other tribe in Europe. So do check that out because the Medicine Man has a lifetime of music that you can now listen to and download on Bandcamp. So well done for putting that catalogue together, Stephen, including the sacred drumming stuff as well.
Thank you. Thank you, Giles, for your love. That's
Yes,
all
well,
I can say.
yes,
And
well,
your care.
well, I totally appreciate you, Stephen. Well, look, I want to wrap this up, kind of sounders,
Yeah.
on sacred drumming. So do check out as well the School of Sacred Drumming. Get a chance to see this incredible man in person. If not, there are wonderful online courses that you're running as well. Get a copy of Sacred Drumming. Get the book. I got a copy on eBay. I got it. I got a
That's
copy,
good.
Stephen, for about £6. I mean, so they're out there. So get a gift to you.
Well,
So final words from you, Stephen.
if they want the book, they can get it as an e-book through the School of Sacred Drumming.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Final word from me.
Yes, brother.
The listeners, what I'm experiencing more than anything else is that more and more the living teachers are really coming into their power. And there are many, many, many living teachers. They understand the concept of the medicine wheel, what the earth is below on my feet, and what the sky is above my head, and what the west is, and what the north is, and what the east is, and what the south is, as pure, beautiful energy, characters, and personalities. And they're now learning, and we're all learning about the inner responsibility. Now, there's a code, folks. There's a code. And the code is based around respect for yourself and for the world around us. And get in touch with the code. As far as I'm concerned as a living teacher, I'll teach everything all at once so you get the maximum. Maximum, not minimum. It's
Mm,
not that I want you to do the courses with me so that I can milk you. No. Get the maximum from everywhere. Maximum. And
yeah,
become enlightened.
yeah,
That's the choice. If you want to be enlightened, be enlightened. If you don't want to be enlightened, go back to sleep.
yeah, man. Wow.
Go back to sleep.
Wow. But we want to be enlightened on Kind
Yeah.
of Sound Radio, on the Medicine Path show with the main man, Stephen Ash. Stephen, it is absolute joy. I look forward to seeing you in a fortnight. Kind of Sounders, the Medicine Path show is coming to you every fortnight. Do check out the other episodes as well. If this is your first one with Stephen Ash, we've done some great shows. Stephen, absolute joy, brother, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you.